What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out the demo for a game called We Are the Plague. This is a game that takes place in medieval Europe. I don't know exactly where, but during the Black Plague. It's a strategic turn-based RPG. And so we're going to dive on into the demo today, see if we can spend about 25 minutes with it. And if after watching this you wanted to get it for yourself, you can look down below in the description, and there will be a link there for you next to my Discord and next to my Twitch stream and all of that fun stuff. So let's spend a little bit of time getting into the shoes of this game and seeing if they're worth wearing, shall we? Welcome to the prologue. Oh, it just wants me to write a review. Okay, I thought there was going to be some kind of storyline right there. They were just trying to get me to go and wishlist the game. I feel it. I get it. Everybody got to hustle out here.
They say that the plague is a kiss of rot, a pestiferous breath, the apostle of destruction. They say it is a wave absorbing cities, a poison that scaled the earth, the decay of mankind. I do not know what is true and what is a lie. The only thing I know is they are the plague, and I decided to serve them.
Drip, drip, the blood flows down the flesh. Screech, screech, metal scratching bone. Do you hear that? Death is coming. Knock, knock. Dead men tell no tales. You. So in fact, he can say something. You called and I arrived. So many days have passed. 47 to be precise. It's the last moment. The execution's day. The convict ought to be dragged outside just any moment now, where he dies to thunderous applause. Hope is nowhere to be found. What a dramaturgy. I always valued my sense of the moment. Did you come to make jokes at me? You're not even here. You're just a voice in my head. A madness that finally got me. I'm the voice of the plague, not your silly imagination. I'm the only thing that can save you from a long and painful process that inevitably leads to, let's say, dead for good, without any chance to come back. Now, when my body is turning into dying shreds, this is but a flesh wound. It's nothing that we can't manage. If you're still interested in my help, that is. How is this possible? The plague is generous and bountiful, but this isn't a good time to play or place to discuss such matters. What now? Let's start with good old murder. Things like that always strengthen the bonds. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, look, a guard. Let's make his boring and hopefully not very long life a little bit more exciting. We have a target, and this is your tool. Just don't start with your whining. How is this possible? Unbelievable. Just go and use what you've got, being thankful that no one has troubled themselves to lock the door. Alright, so, in combat mode, they are divided into turns. In your turn from the drop-down panel, you choose an action that suits the situation. Attacks make your character attack. Defense cause you to receive reduced damage. And, oh, but your counterattack chance is lower, okay. Movement allows you to move around the board during the fight, and back allows you to undo the last move that you made. Move close to the guard to attack him. Alright, well, let's go attack the guard, I guess. I'm going to move to here, and then we're just gonna stab this guy in the back. Oh, that was cool. I didn't expect the little cutscene to come up. However, the fact that I missed against a station... See, I've been stabbed now. You see that? I got stabbed. That's why when the enemy has his back turned, you should, like, make sure you land your blow there, pal. Oh, my God, another miss. I'm curious what my hit chance... Oh, my God, we're getting, like, absolutely ironed out right now. This man is destroying us. Oh, God. Hey, we finally managed to land a hit, dude. I don't know what our hit chance is, as that is not clearly displayed for me to know. I'll tell you what this guy's hit chance is, like 100%. Apparently, we finally wasted him, though. It took more effort than I expected. There was a lot of missing going on right there. Excellent work. Passion, bloodlust, solid fundamentals. We can work with that. To escape this lovely place, you're going to need some help. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Alright, so in exploration mode, we can move around and do stuff. Sounds good. Can I loot this body right here? Is that like a thing that I can do? Can I like pick up all their loot or whatever? There's people moving around. I can hear them. How far can I move on my turn? Oh, it looks like I can actually move pretty far. Okay. Can I open this door or anything else right here? Like, is this going to be like an area where I actually have like manipulation options? Or is it mostly just kind of like a static map for me to move through? It gives me the feeling that it's a static... Yo, I just noticed that face is moving right there. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. I don't like that at all. That's, yeah, that's creepy. So there's a dude up there. I have no idea where I'm trying to go right now. I'm going to walk down this way and like, oh, never mind. Here comes our ace in the hole. I have no mouth and I must scream. Almost. What are you, for God's sake? The perfect personification of death. He'll never betray and never leave. It's him. Yes. Well, apparently I've picked up a new party member now, so that's pretty cool. I have no idea what that guy's doing down there, but it looks like they have a chuckin' pit down there. I don't know if I want to be near the chuckin' pit, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go over this way, and we'll see if we can get ourselves into a little bit of trouble. I'm going to try to have... Oh, God, there's a guard! Okay. You move, like, over to here. And then... I guess defend. You move over to here. And I guess defend. And we'll see how far this guy moves. Let's test out the AI and see how smart they are. See if he'll walk right into a whooping here. He did. He did. He walked into a whooping. He got a counterattack back too, so that's nice. Unfortunately, he's attacking the one guy that I don't want him to attack. Yeah, he's getting counterattacks and stuff too, dude. That's a problem. That's like a big issue. Ew, dude, what is that? Like the busted leg of some kind of like... It looks like he's got like a tyrannid leg or something, dude. I don't know what we're beating the enemy with, but we're beating them with something brutal. I'm going to figure out my HP situation very, very soon. Do I have like a health potion or something around here, dude? Because I am obliterated. Apparently, he's got blood. What does Bloodthirst do? The Acolyte loses half his life points but deals double damage. It will last for the duration of the fight. Okay. I'm assuming that that's how many people we have to kill in order to, like, bring them up to the next level. I'm really digging the art style and the aesthetic of the game. I think it looks really, really good. Like, I think they were going for sort of like that Grimdark nastiness, and I feel as though they've pulled it off. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to move up this way. We're just going to check this corner, although I don't hear footsteps anymore, so it's hard to tell what may or may not be. Oh, there's dudes up here. Okay. So, oh, there's two dudes up here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess move up to there. I hope we have enough gas left in the tank to win this fight. There's 19 damage. You gotta love it. He also did not get a counterattack. Move over to here, and we'll see if we can take care of this. But you're a little hunched over, dude. But despite your spinal problems, I still feel like you're going to be a valued member of the team, okay? We're going to get you some chiropractic... Oh, no. That's super bad. So there's no attack of opportunity? He can just, like, straight up leave? Alright, that definitely needs to be something that's looked into. I don't like it when strategy games don't have attacks of opportunity because it makes, like, any form of strategy really just kind of moot. If I close the gap with you, you should have to pay a penalty to get out of that gap effectively, because like I've put my ass on the line to get there, and I've engaged the melee combat. Like, you gotta have attacks of opportunity, otherwise you're never gonna be able to protect ranged units if the game introduces those. Casting units, you're never gonna be able to protect them. I mean, I guess you could make like a physical wall of bodies, I guess, if you really, really want to, but... Alright, that guy's dead. Come back around over here. I don't know if we get any types of bonuses or anything for flanking, but I hope that we do. Oh, good. He attacked the guy I wanted him to attack. That's fantastic. I don't want you to attack him. He's, like, scuffed, dude. Kind of curious. So, I'm interested in the player turn. So, he must have attacked, got a counterattack, then this guy attacked, and then there was another counterattack. I think is what took place right there. Ooh, a 38 damage crit. You gotta love it. Feels good. During your journey, you'll find important places indicated by question marks. You can find unique objects, mechanisms, side missions, and activities. Okay. Why are you making faces? It's a torture chamber like any other. As you may have observed, you're not the only guest here. Keep in mind, you have more luck than, for example, this guy. This tattoo, why is it shimmering? Flesh is nothing but an armor. It can be changed and enhanced. Cut it out. Their skin is covered with numerous tattoos that seem to throb with power even after their death. I suspect they strengthen the body and give it new abilities. Interestingly, the cut piece of the skin can be transplanted on another body. The new element will simply be absorbed. Okay, so in a world dominated by the plague, the art of tattoos plays an extremely important role. During your journey, you're going to find a large number of patterns you can transfer onto the bodies of your team members. They are stored in your inventory. Just click on the tattoo to put it on the body of the chosen character. All right. Well, I suppose we might as well do that. I feel like someone's coming right now, but I can't prove it. All right, so tattoos. Apparently we've got defense +2. That's probably a good thing for you to have, considering how busted we are right now. Like, we are in really, really bad shape. I don't think my man's going to survive much longer. I'm going to take it down this way. Alright, so having moved my way back down the hallway, there's a guy over here. I don't know if I want to deal with him, though. I guess we'll deal. I'm going to have him fall back, like, hard on this turn in the hopes that maybe I can trap this guy right here, and we'll just make it a straight 1v1 scrum maybe between these two. It doesn't seem like this little dude right here hits altogether that hard, so I am a little bit worried that he's gonna like lose the fight. If he, oh, he's got a mace. It's just the movement effect that's making it look like it's like a Tyrannid leg or something. Alright, we'll move back down to here. It sounds like we got another guy on this side, so maybe we'll pick up a new teammate pretty soon. This might take a while. I gotta work on this dude a little bit, alright? It's gonna take me some effort to take this dude down. Okay, so I opted to kind of reposition because the fight was taking too long. It wasn't what I was going for, but it's what ended up happening anyways. I would like for you to move right to there, and then if you could maybe attack him, that would be great. Oh, we got a counterattack. Gross. Not in love with that. If we had landed that hit, he'd be dead right now. It looks like the AI always prioritizes killing whoever has the lowest health, so no matter what you do thus far, this guy is always getting targeted, so I'm assuming that that's coded. We'll go on into this room and see what treasures might await us. Who are you? Did death finally come? Is she smiling on me? I don't think so. Won't you lay upon my tired hands a gift of ending my misery? Be the path that I must follow. What are you talking about? I must follow, hoping that you are my last penance. Oh well, it looks like we found a friend for you. This is madness. Did you think that you're the only one insane here? We have the full range of lunatics and fools. Anyways, he's one of us. Maybe not the brightest, but he can still prove to be useful. Show me the redemption and lead me to my ruin. Alright, let's go. He's got a point with his ruin, you know. All right, so we have our ranged guy right there. This is kind of what I'm worried about. Without attacks of opportunity, I'm kind of scared that I'm not going to be able to protect this guy. And if the AI is specifically coded to go after ranged characters, as tends to happen in some games, it's going to get sloppy real fast. I guess we'll just have to focus on making human barricades and whatnot and just making it really difficult to get to him. To attack from the distance, there must be one empty field between the hero and the opponent. The second type of attack is based on a white weapon used to counterattack. It deals small to no damage. It's worth remembering that characters fighting from a distance have weak armor, so it's better to keep them away from opponents. I'm going to try. I mean, I'm going to do my best. What's up with this creepy pit over here? Let's go look inside. Let's throw things in it. Oh, there's an enemy. Prisoners escaping! Guards! Why exactly did you wander here? Because I wanted to see the spooky pit. I wanted to see the awesome spooky pit. Alright, we're going to have to square up. Of course. Our accuracy really leaves something to be desired. It is deeply terrible accuracy. Definitely start firing some arrows. He's going to need some backup over here about as soon as possible, especially if the archers are going to go after him nonstop. Nice little counterattack right there. That's going to be some mounting damage. Ah, counterattack missed on that side. I love the little cutscenes that come through. They're going to fire an arrow at my weakest dude, as they've been doing the entire time. Let's go ahead and we'll attack right there. 39 for an instantaneous death. You gotta love it. All right, help out over here. There's another 6 damage. The ranged guy is not actually hitting as hard as I would like. I was hoping that since he's really squishy and he's got to stay in the backfield, he'd be dealing at least as much damage as our Claymore guy, but it doesn't look like it's going that way for us right now. I'm going to try to close the gap with this little turret over here before this gets any further out of hand. We'll try to finish up on this side, although, yeah, there's the kill. Okay. Apparently, he's got pretty good dodge, is what... Ow, dude, he shot me back. Just goes to show you, when you try to shoot a guy, guys frequently try to shoot you back. This guy has a problem. Oh, he's very squishy, though. Like, it only took us, like, one smack to sit him down. Okay. Yeah, I came over here because I wanted the XP. The game's trying to make me look foolish. It's trying to make me... Oh, look at the little eyes that are creeping out of the wall right there from the plague rats. That's pretty sweet. It's like the little details in the map design. Actually, the level design really reminds me of Beyond Divinity. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know if you guys ever played that game, but it has aged remarkably well. I would definitely check that out if you're looking for probably one of the most immersive RPGs I've ever played. It's somewhere in between, like... It's like a real... So it's kind of hard to describe. It's like Diablo 2, but with... It's a lot like Diablo 2, but the focus is on, like, world building and, like, storylines. So imagine Diablo 2, but with, like, Baldur's Gate level quests and storylines, effectively. And so, anyways, it's really good. I can't recommend it enough, even all these years later. There's going to be a boss down here, huh? There's going to be something big and bad down here. I just noticed that you're talking to yourself. Well, I mean, it's not like that. Don't you worry. I hear voices, too, and we have good conversations. It's perfectly normal. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to catch my dad talking to himself, and I'd be like, were you talking to yourself? And he'd be like, yup, it's the only intelligent conversation I get around this place. What? Stop now. Well, we found a pack leader. May his death cover my heart with a shroud of grief. Ooh, he's a little edgy. Sure, just in case. It won't interfere with killing, right? I feel like this is not going to go well. Then again, the last one went okay. And so maybe it'll be alright. I don't know. It sort of depends if we can land like these mad, ridiculous crits out here to make this thing happen. I don't really functionally have a way to, like, maneuver for right now so that he doesn't get smashed. I really think our best plan for the moment, yeah, because they can walk through each other, too. Okay, so like the characters don't even occupy squares, really. I definitely think to increase the tactical element of the game, it'd be really, really smart if they added attacks of opportunity, and then also they made it so you couldn't move through each other. Because as of right now, like I can just walk through this guy right here. Like there's really, it's going to be very, very difficult to use any form of like realistic tactics with this game, so long as that remains a thing. If it was like one or the other, so if the game did not have attacks of opportunity, but it did have units physically occupying the spaces that they're inside of, I would say, okay, so it's a game about formations, it's a game about caging, it's a game about protecting. Like, you've got to kind of use Blood Bowl tactics effectively. And if it had attacks of opportunity, it wouldn't matter if you could walk through other units, because you still put something on the line, just trying to sort of move around the map, I guess. So anyways, that's just my observation for right now. Something to think about that I think is going to affect the long-term health of kind of the strategy of the game. I need this guy to be super, super dead. I'm going to move you over to here, even though I know it's probably a mistake. Is he dead? Oh, he's not dead. We're about to lose our main character. Well, our main character dodged, and then he did a little riposte right there and took care of business. The shot missed right there. Well, maybe he's just going to get lucky this entire time. Who knows? Maybe he is going to get just absurdly, girthily lucky this entire run. He didn't get girthily lucky. He's now dead. I could try to run it back, but we're like so wounded right now. I took extra fights that I didn't need to take because I really wanted to dive down deep into sort of like the guts of the game and get a feel for what it was going for. And so anyways, this game is called We Are the Plague. I've given you guys my observations and things that I think that it's doing very, very well. I think the aesthetic is on point. I think the ambience is on point. I love the character design. I like the design of the UI. I like that everything is using the same color palettes, so you don't have like these weird remarkable spaces of like brightness in the UI anywhere when everything else is sort of like old Hieronymus Bosch sort of watercolors. I think they've done a really, really good job coming up with kind of a unified style for the game. Inside the combat portion, like I said, tactically it needs to either have attacks of opportunity or units need to occupy the physical space that they're standing on, thus blocking traversal for other units. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very difficult for this game to have any kind of real emergent strategy as it goes along because the characters just sort of willy-nilly move around as they please. So anyways, We Are the Plague. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day. It's important to remember that this is a demo for this game. This is not the final release version. It comes out much later this year. I will see you all next time with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. Take care, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye, everybody.